yes, you can absolutely use Carbon Boost as part of a soil carbon credit project. Not just because it has positive effects on most of the mechanisms that lead to building soil carbon, but more because, not more, but even if it built carbon, if it didn't fit within the bureaucratic, the law framework of soil carbon projects, then you couldn't use it, because there's all sorts of requirements, like it's made from a waste product, or it fits within several criteria that are deemed appropriate. The main things that they're trying to do with that regulation is stop you from like going to a coal fired power station and asking for the coke, which is chock-a-block full of carbon, putting it in your soil, doing a test and go, oh, look, I built carbon, give me money, please. Or having half of your farm in a soil carbon project and the other half out of it, and then building a heap of straw on this side, cutting it and putting it on this side and mulching into the soil, go, look, I built soil carbon. What the Clean Energy Regulator, which is the body that is doing this stuff, is looking for is that there is a net movement of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere into the soil. So when it's in the soil, it no longer has negative effects, as in contributing to a warming climate. It's actually the other way around. It starts contributing to cooling the climate. And that it's not that they care about the carbon in the soil, it's that they care about removing it from the atmospheric system. So if you've taken carbon from somewhere else that's already atmosphere and brought it over here and say, oh, look, then that hasn't achieved their outcomes. And so they've got all sorts of rules that they've built in order to try to avoid that. Carbon Boost fits those regulations. It's both made from waste products, and it's a tiny total amount of carbon that goes on. At 30 litres per hectare, once you include the water content and then the carbon content of the active ingredients, you get under 1 kilogram per hectare of carbon applied, which is nothing in the scheme of soil carbon. You wouldn't be able to measure it unless it was all in one spot. So it works on both of those points, both that it's a waste product, so it's from material that otherwise would have gone into the atmosphere through burning rice stubble, or through some nitrogen-rich products that would break down rapidly and release their carbon. So that's taken it out of the atmospheric system by doing this instead. And we're stimulating plants to increase their photosynthesis, which is why that takes carbon out of the air and turns it into a sugar in the plant, and then increasing the proportion of that photosynthesis that gets carried through the plant roots, out the root tips and into the soil. That is how it is functioning, rather than bringing in measurable levels of carbon. So it's already been in quite a few, maybe it's up to 100 now, I don't know exactly, projects, soil carbon projects that include carbon rich as their approved activity. You have to do something new when you sign up for a soil carbon project, because the assumption is that you weren't building soil carbon before. You're going to do something different to build it, and they want you to say what it is. Because Carbon Boost is quite a new product and there aren't any exact copies, or very little the same exact mechanism, that means that it's a new management tool for almost all farms. So it's been a popular option for soil carbon projects. One, because it helps to build soil carbon. Two, because it's fits within the regulatory framework, and because it's relatively cheap and easy to implement it. So yes, you can use Carbon Boost as part of a soil carbon project. Please feel free to call us or have your project developer call us so that we can help you through that, because we've been through quite a few now and we know a lot of the ins and outs, still learning all the time, but we can help you sail through a lot more smoothly than you might have otherwise.